I love how they pack Spam like it's luxurious. Look at that. It comes all packaged in saran and shrink wrap up. That's crazy. So I found a grocery store now, so I'm just picking up a few items since I will be here for about a week and a half. I didn't want to just keep eating out every single day because then it would get really expensive. So I figured, you know what, let me just come to a grocery store and buy some food. So these are a few things that I've already gotten. I picked up some vegetables, tomatoes, a bag of garlic. I came by yesterday and got a few things already. So I'm gonna get me another pile of eggs. So this is a dozen. I might as well get a dozen and a half of eggs so that I could cook it with a tomato. I was trying to look for ginger and scallion, but I seem to not be able to find it here. I just might not be looking in the right place, but it seems to be non-existent. But while I'm here, I'm gonna grab. What else should I grab? I want to get some snacks too, but I'm not sure what kind of snacks. And also, I need to grab a few bottles of water. I go through it like there's nothing. So I bought like 3 2-liter bottles, but I apparently drink about 2 of them a day. So the place I'm getting it right now obviously is a little more expensive because it's right downstairs from the place I'm staying at. So it's obviously a little more expensive. But here at the grocery store it's a lot cheaper. So I'm gonna grab a couple bottles here so that I don't have to keep coming back. And they seem to have a variety to choose from. So I'm gonna grab a couple so that I can stay hydrated. Because that's one very important thing about surgeries, that you have to stay hydrated and drink a lot of water to help with swelling. You also have to, drink your pumpkin juice that they give you, and that also helps too. But other than that, I'm just going to grab a couple more items and head out and start making dinner soon. So that's why I'm glad that the place I'm staying at has a kitchen. So I can cook and do whatnot and save a lot of money, because eating out is great, but every single meal for the next 7 days is just too expensive, so I can't do that. Anyway, so I'm gonna finish shopping and then I will touch base with you guys on what happened today. Hey guys, so today is day official number 3 of the post-surgery for my nose. So as you can see, today I am sounding a little bit more normal than I was yesterday. I'm no longer stuffed with cotton rounds or whatever those were that was up my nostrils. So now I can actually breathe through my nose. I was so excited at the fact that I was getting those things taken out today. So when I went in this morning for my checkup and the removal of those things, it was quite easy. It really was. I went in, they took like a pair of pliers or some sort of tweezers and told me to say ah and look up. She went in and just yanked that sucker out. It was whatever she had stuffed up in there, give or take, was about an inch and a half long, and the thickness was about a centimeter in terms of thickness. I was like, this shit is thick. So she yanked that thing out on both sides. I would have to say the feeling of it wasn't necessarily painful. It just kind of caught me off guard because I wasn't sure what to expect. But it felt like if you took hot wax, left it up in your nostril, let it dry and cool down, and just yank it out, it pretty much is like pulling all of your nostril hairs out with it. So that's how it felt. It was just stinging. Obviously when she took it out, I started crying. I was like, oh my God, no, not the fact that I can only breathe, but the fact that it was so painful. Okay, I take that back. It wasn't painful. It was just that sharp instant pain that caused me to tear up a little bit. But pretty much what it is like that gauze, whatever she had up in there, you know, the blood up in there has dried. It had dried to the surface of my skin because it was up there for essentially 3 days. So it, you know, had attached itself to my skin. So when she yanked it out, oh, girl. But I was very excited and thrilled that I was finally able to breathe again. So now I can actually taste my food, smell my room to make sure it didn't smell funky, because you know I had trash in here. I was eating, I was cooking, so I had to make sure that it wasn't smelling weird. And everything was fine, everything was smelling great. But other than that, this is day number official 3. The swelling in general has kind of calmed down a little bit more. The eyes are still a little bit red, but more of that yellowness has come around. But the blue and the redness has kind of died down a little bit, I would have to say. Other than that, swelling has kind of gone down a little bit, but I can still tell that I'm puffy here, and definitely along here. I'm still swollen around this general area, so everything still seems a little exaggerated and a little bit bulbous, especially my nose tip. Now the doctor said it will probably take a couple weeks for it to fully de-swell, and it'll probably take about 6 months for it to fully heal. So it will be a minute. It will be not until 2020 when it fully heals, but I really want to see the final result at least by the end of next week, just to kind of get an idea of how everything will look. But other than that, this is how day 3 is looking. As I said, you want to drink a lot of water, take the medications they give you, drink the pumpkin juice. They gave me about 8 packs, so I'm about doing 1 a day, just to kind of help with the recovery process. And as I said, drinking plenty of water will also help with the swelling. So I feel like that's the other reason why I'm not so bruised and swollen under my eyes, unlike other people who their eyes look like they were stung by bees. They were just puffy and thick. I don't know why, but from my experience so far, I haven't gone there yet. I've only gotten a little puffiness on the inner corner of my eyes, and that was yesterday. So that was day 2, and the first official day it had a little puffiness. But other than that, it's been pretty good so far. I mean, this area is a little bit swollen still, but I'm happy the fact that I don't look like I was beaten up or anything like that. So thank goodness. So I will check in with you guys tomorrow on day 4. So the funny thing is, these next couple days, today started today until Saturday, it's a holiday here in Korea. It's like their version of Thanksgiving. So not all the shops are open. So I was lucky enough the fact that the clinic today was open because they knew people were going to have to come in to do checkups. So they were open and I had to go in and do check. And I saw a few people going in there today to actually get work done too, though. So I guess they just decided to stay open. Other than that, I went grocery shopping, as you saw, to get some additional food. Yesterday I already went shopping already, but you know, I noticed I didn't get enough. I got me a bag of rice, of course. I already got me a carton of eggs already, and I've noticed that I've already gotten through half of the pallet of eggs already, so I figured I'd get some more. And as you saw, I got some tomatoes as well, and I got 6 2-liter bottles of water, and hopefully that'll last me until Sunday, but who knows, because I go through water very quickly. It's good to always stay hydrated, because I've noticed that is the other reason why I haven't been breaking out yet. So I'm glad that I'm not breaking out from all of this and not being able to wash my face thoroughly. I have been just using a cloth wetting underwater and just kind of wiping down my face as much as I can without disturbing my nose and without pulling and tugging too much, and then just proceeding on with my regular skincare, just, you know, my serum and my moisturizer. But other than that, I mean, everything else seems great. I wish I can blast my face with water, but I can't officially yet. He was saying not until next week, when the stitches are taken out and the cast is removed, then I can proceed on with my regular skincare routine. So anyways, so this is day 3. I figured I'd show you guys the gauze has been taken out. Now I'm still getting a little bit of a runny nose from time to time, but other than that, nothing else. So I will check in with you guys tomorrow on day 4.